Hey guys, I'm here finally back at the park, and I did a race today. This was for Ava's Heroes, a website that was set up to assist families whose kids have cancer. And this was a one chance. Let me see if I could take this off. I have two masks. And this is a website that they created so they can help families with kids who have cancer, and it's a really good cause. It's for charity. And also I have my Cobra Kai. I'm sweating like crazy, by the way. Like, I have so much condensation. You can see it here in my nose, and it's all over because I actually ran a little bit. And I have my glasses, so I have to take them off because they were all fogged up. But it's called One Chance, and it was the Doctor Strange medal, and I really enjoyed doing this race. And Doctor Strange, for me, I'm a nerd. I love superheroes. I've seen the Avengers. I've seen all that stuff. And so of course Doctor Strange is one of my favorites aside from Captain America. So I had to do this. The medal is really, really cool. Look at that. And I mean, I did this race. I'm doing these races for charity, but I did this particular race because when I saw Doctor Strange, I think it was 2016 that it was released. When I saw that movie, when people see movies, some people just enjoy it, and I've enjoyed a lot of these movies and stuff. But sometimes people take away different messages. They take a different message away from each movie that they see. And what I took from it was something completely different. I'm just going to move my bag over here. But what I took away from that particular movie was in this movie, his whole purpose, he was a doctor, and so he had an accident in this movie, and So Doctor Strange in this movie, he had an accident. He was a very arrogant doctor, and when he had this accident, he couldn't use his hands. So that was a big deal for him because that was his life. He was a surgeon, a really good one at that. So he went all around the world trying to figure out a way to heal himself. And he was very modern, so he didn't believe in the hippy dippy stuff, as some people say. So when he went and he found the Ancient One, she was telling him about, she was showing him pictures, like acupuncture. He was looking at it and laughing, kind of like, I don't believe in chakras and all that stuff, and acupuncture and all this other stuff. And it's funny because some people don't, that's a fact. A lot of people don't believe in that sort of thing. And when he went through this journey, and obviously, this is fiction, and he got superpowers and stuff, because he agreed to help them. But what I took away from it is that I really wanted to do the same, have my own healing journey. And to be able to do that, I know there's different things. You have yoga, and you have acupuncture, and you have a lot of natural things that can help you heal. And there was also that documentary called Heal. And I saw that particular one when I was going through a really dark time. That's been mentioned before. And it's all about the body's natural way of healing itself. There are so many different things that you can do, and it's all there. It's all there for you, but it's up to you to actually embrace it. And meditation was something that I've done years ago, for years. And in this last year, I did it during a time where I was completely and superly anxious. And it really, really helped me in my anxiety, because I did it after a long time of a hiatus, and I was able to breathe again. I was having trouble breathing. This was during COVID, the height of COVID. So coughing and breathing erratically, it's a given. It's not well known, but if you have a lot of anxiety, you're breathing a certain way. And for me, it induced a coughing, and I couldn't breathe anymore. It was really bad. And when I started to do the transcendental meditation, I felt a big difference, and I was able to breathe again. And I knew I didn't have COVID, because when I was exercising, I was able to breathe just fine. It was when I had time to think, with the news and with work, that's when I really felt that tightening. So as far as healing goes, my journey, that's why I decided to do the teaching, go into training to become a yoga teacher. I came to a point in my life where I wanted to do this actually in 2019, and it didn't happen. Someone close to me, well, not really close to me, but someone that I knew, I mentioned this whole, I want to do this Dr. Strange journey. It sounded silly. I mean, just saying it, I know it sounds silly, but my reasoning was to go through what he did, but I embraced the natural stuff, the chakras, and energy healing and yoga and acupuncture and meditation, all that stuff, in order for me to heal myself, heal my stomach issues and my anxiety and depression. And this person mocked me. They didn't believe in that sort of thing. And of course, when you confront somebody with it, they're going to deny it. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to admit to, what they said. But it really hit home, aside from a lot of other things that happened in this particular conversation. Deciding to, or wanting to decide to step away from that particular situation. I was told I'd be a burden, to my loved ones. And so that was a big deal, and I carried that with me for a while. I carried that with me up until last year, the very end of last year and the beginning of this year, January. So going through this yoga teacher training, taking the classes and learning about the chakras, the koshas, just all of that really has been helping me in a way that really nothing else has. It's that beginning, that journey in order to heal, finally, the proper way to do it. And I never listened to myself in the past. When you listen to yourself, you listen to your body. It's like, okay, your body's telling you, maybe you should stop. Maybe you should take another route. Maybe you should take a step back and see what you really need in order to heal, in order to feel better. And so that's what I have done in this situation. It's not easy. Gastritis and IBS are not easy. IBS is probably even better than also having gastritis on top of that, because it just, it's been some journey, and not a good one. It's been rough. But these yoga classes, this yoga journey, learning everything that I've learned so far, I still have a lot to learn, but everything that I've learned so far has really, really helped me more than I could have imagined in such a quick amount of time. And that's what I was looking for. Obviously, I have a lot more to go, and I'm looking forward to that. But the fact of the matter is that I did this race in order to not only benefit charity, but for myself as well, so that I can finally move on. I'm ready to let that conversation, that part of my life, go. There's a lot of good parts to that part of my life, a lot of good people that I did meet and I adore and will always hold dear to my heart. But there are certain things that led me to this point, health-wise, that downturn, and I'm ready to let it go. So this is why I did this race. This race meant so much to me to do, and I did it. And I was able to do it despite this track is still full of snow. Oh man, so I had to do it around here, but I wore my running sneakers, so no problem. I was able to do it quickly, and it feel good. I feel good. I'm ready to let it go, move on, and do what I was meant to do. And it took me a lot of years, to find out something else that I'm passionate about. And that is this yoga journey. So that's it from me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And I hope to be back next week with another race. See ya.